Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very highly requested. It is a breakdown recipe video of my 2-ingredient dough bagels. They're very Weight Watchers friendly. I have them every morning, so let's get into it. So first you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and I always prep my baking sheet. I've been using silicone baking mats, but then we're just going to go ahead and get into it. And what you need for this is only 2 ingredients. I have non-fat, plain Greek yogurt. Mine's just from Trader Joe's. And so I make 8 bagels at a time. I like to meal prep my bagels and freeze them. But basically what you need to know is it's a 1/4 cup of equal components of Greek yogurt and self-rising flour. So I make 8 bagels, so that's 2 cups of each. So I am putting in the Greek yogurt and then I'm just seasoning. And you can add pretty much whatever you like, but I like to make mine kind of taste like sourdough. So I add salt and garlic powder. So once I season it up, I'm just going to mix that in, and I like to season it before I add the flour. I just find that it does a better job. I've made that mistake before, so be sure to season the Greek yogurt before you add the flour. Once that is all mixed up, I am going to get my self-rising flour. I've tried this with different flour, and it doesn't work as good. Must be self-rising flour. So again, I'm going to put in 8 1/4 cups in there. I just use this 1/4 cup thing because it's easy to scoop into my little flour jar, which isn't that so cute? I got it at Home Goods a really long time ago, and then I found the matching sugar one like last year. It's crazy. Anyway, tangent. So I put in 8 of those, and then I'm just going to mix that up. And when I find that it's a little bit dry like this, I like to add just a little bit of water, which you'll see me do in a second. But don't be alarmed that this dough is kind of really piecey and really sticky. I've had friends make it and they text me like, oh, I did it wrong. It's so sticky. It's so piecey. It's not coming together. But no, this is exactly how it should look. It just is that kind of dough. So once I get all the Greek yogurt incorporated the best I can, I like to put out some flour. Well, you have to put out some flour on your surface. I forgot to take off my rings until this point, which it didn't really do much. But I do take off my rings to knead the dough. And I'm just going to pour out the dough onto the counter. Make sure I get every last bit, because whatever I couldn't mix in with the spoon, I will mix in with my hands. So I'm just getting all of the dough off the spoon as well, and I am just getting all the flour that's left to flour up my hands, and then I'm just going to knead away. I don't actually knead the full dough that much. I find it kind of hard, and it's easier to knead the dough when you're rolling the individual bagels, but I do a little bit just to make it more of a dough. Then I like to be very exact with mine, and I like to weigh mine out. So the way it should work is they are 3.5 ounces each for, 1/4 cup of each. So I just like to weigh them out. I will link the food scale I have down below. I just got it on Amazon. I think it was like $10, and I actually really like it. So I'll link that down below. Or you don't have to weigh them out if you don't want to. But just because I am doing Weight Watchers, I'm trying to make everything even. I do this. I said do. Anyway, I'm so immature. But anyway, I'm just weighing out all my bagels, as you will see. And then it's just really easy to clean up that scale. I know I make a mess, and there's probably a better way of doing this, but I haven't found it, so that's it. Then it is time to roll out the bagels. I have spread out my flour a little bit more. And like I said, I just like to knead them individually. And then I just kind of roll them out to be like a long snake-like figure, as you'll see. And sometimes I roll it and it doesn't feel quite ready to be rolled out yet, so I'll keep kneading it. And it's kind of a trial and error basis. But I will roll it out, and again, it's not going to be like a perfect dough. It's pretty piecy and cracky, but don't worry about it. I shape it into a bagel or donut shape, and then I just take a little bit of water on my finger to seal the edge. I find that helps a lot. And then I just kind of pat it, and I set it aside. And I'm going to continue doing that for all 8 of my bagels. So once you're done rolling them all out and shaping them, this is what you are going to have. They look kind of like donuts or bagels. So then I'm just going to transfer them over to the baking sheet, and since I use silicone, I don't have to spray it or anything. And the bagels don't really grow that much, so you can kind of put them close together, just like you see. They're not going to form into each other. So after I spread them all out, I am going to beat an egg and give them an egg wash, and this really makes a difference on the top. I've made it without, and don't do it without it. Do the egg wash. So I just use this silicone brush to brush it on top. And this is where you could also add some like everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. You could really add any seasoning you want. I like them plain lately just because they freeze better, and that's just what I've been preferring. So after the egg wash, I put them into the oven, and I start at 24 minutes. Sometimes it takes longer, but this is where I start. But once they're finished, they should look like this, a nice brown golden tone on the top. They should kind of squish back when you touch them, but you kind of know when they're done when you look at them. And look at it, it's so beautiful. This is what the inside looks like, and you will be amazed that you made your own bagels because they taste so freaking good. And this has been my everyday breakfast as of late. A bagel with 1 tablespoon of cream cheese, eggs, and strawberries. And then I just wanted to show you how I meal prep them. So after they're done cooking, I do slice them all just because I find it easier in the morning to just, oh, it's already done, let me just pop it in. I take 2 Ziploc bags, I put 3 of them into the microwave for the rest of the week, and then I freeze the rest in the freezer, and then once the ones in the microwave is out, I just pull out the freezer ones. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of my bagel recipe. It's not even mine, it's just the 2 ingredient dough bagels. This is how I personally do it. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope you found this informative. If you try it, send me pictures, let me know how it goes. I hope you enjoy them. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.